Hello everybody, Angie here, coming on to do the weekly Marguerite Miller Collage Challenge with you guys. How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody is well. I am doing good, and we are going to get this baby done. We are on week 10. I've got all my prompts here. I do believe I've got them all. Let's run through them and we'll get started. Hashtag 2023 CWP10. The prompts for this week are something related to a sport, a gate or a fence, a line of poetry or a line on a song, numbers, an old sticky note, and something that starts with the letter C. And in looking at this, I forgot a sticky note, I think. So let's see what we've got. This is my line of a song or poem. Wild Horses Couldn't Drag Me Away. I just typed it on my typecast typewriter on regular old blank paper, and we'll distress it or do something with that. Okay. My letters and my numbers I die cut in just some scraps, and I've got those there. I just put them in a little bag so I wouldn't lose them because they were small pieces. I'll pull those out. Something related to a sport. I have this image of racehorses here. Okay, so we're going to use that. Gate or a fence. I have this cutie pie right here. She's leaning up against the fence with her little doggy. I'm going to use that for that. And something that starts with the letter C. I've got a word that starts with the letter C in there as well. And then just for a little bit of extra pop of color, I cut out some grass out of a couple different dies. So hopefully I could use one or two or all of those. We'll see what we've got. And yeah, let's get right into this. Warm up my hands. It's a cold day here today. Yeah, I've been cold all morning. I don't know. Cannot seem to warm up. All right, let me pull this. Looks like my page is a little bit small. And we're going to get started. Let's see. This is my biggest image. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to cut that down or not, because it looks kind of large for my notebook. I could turn it this way, which most of my designs are landscape, but I guess I could do this one portrait. But it's just a little short because I just used random book pages and sheet music and things like that for my tablet this time. So some of the pages are a little shorter. All right, we'll see if we can get around that. Let me pull my pieces a little closer and we're going to get into this. Let's see. Okay, so what I was thinking was kind of trying to do like a scene. I had to really struggle with this because I didn't know how to pull this one off, and I hope this one looks okay, but that whole thing related to a sport kind of threw me off there for a minute. But I remembered I had this image here of these horses, and I think horse racing is a sport, right? So we're going to go with that. And then I had cut out some fences with my die as well. I had cut out this little fence right here. But then I saw the grass because I thought, you know, we'll do some grass along the fence line or something, you know, that kind of thing. So that's why I cut out the grass. But then when I saw her, when I was deep diving for my pieces, she's leaning up against a fence and she's just adorable all by herself, right? So I want to use that. So I had already cut out my fence and my grass, so I held on to the grass, thinking maybe I could still use that. Since this is like an outdoor event, you know, I know there's not grass on the track when the horses are racing per se, but, you know, where the bleachers and stuff are, where people sit, you know, I'm sure there's some grass around somewhere. So I thought maybe just for some color, we could add some grass or something. So that was my thought on that. Okay, so let's see. Let me just kind of look at that for a moment. And then I don't have a sticky note. So I thought about this. Let's see. I'm just thinking, guys, give me just a second here. I think this will be okay if this hangs over the edge of the page a little bit. So I'm going to bring this over some and bring her over this way. So then they'll both fit on the page. I think that's pretty good right there. So I'm going to put this down. And let's get some glue going. Okay, I'm gonna be going around the world here a little bit with my pages. I'm out of glue stick. Oh, goodness, that came out super fast. Wow, wasn't ready for that. And I haven't had a chance to get to the store and pick up any more. Okay. And this comes out, this nozzle is really big. My nozzle on my art glitter glue broke and this part cracked. So I had to throw it away. So until I get through this little bit, I have some on order, but it hasn't come in yet. So I'm fumbling with my glue for a few days. Okay, so that's down. All right, and then I think I want to put her we just have to kind of go with imagination here. Her dad's one of the jockeys there, and she's just so excited to see him race. She grew up in the, on the racetrack scene, and she's just having a ball. Her dog follows her everywhere if she goes, of course. So let's see, what do we want to do there? Let's just tack her down a little bit. I think I want her to go there, but I don't know what else I want with that. So let's, just so she doesn't move on me. Okay, right there I think is good. And I don't think I'm going to have anything back here, so I can go ahead and tack that portion down. Okay, so we have to work in why don't we do a rough tear around the words, and I'm thinking place them separately. Then it won't take up so much room on the page if I do it this way. Okay, and then we can ink that up. Okay. Back to my grass. I kind of think I want a little bit of pop of color here. I hope we tuck that under. I shouldn't have glued her down quite as much. Let's see. I like that. Okay. I think I kind of like that. I think we need something on her feet to kind of ground her and the puppy. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's do that. Try and tack this down the best I can. Grab a napkin right up here, excuse me. Okay, and snip that off. Okay, I like that. put this under her feet as well, behind her feet. We can get it under the dog just a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's try that. Try not to make too much of a mess. Okay. Kind of under his paw maybe a little bit, kind of get a little layering look going here. Okay. Okay. It's not as straight as it could be, but it's good. All right. And I'm going to use that on top. I think we need that definition of the ground, that straight line there for the grass. That's what it's telling me anyway. So I'll go with my thought. Nope, guess we need to pull it over a little bit. Yeah. And we can leave the little tips sticking up on the front portion. Okay. And then let's get the rest of her down. Could be using a brush instead of my finger, but oh well. Whatever works. Okay. And I'm thinking bring in a little color on the tips of these pieces of grass here. Kind of get the layering so you can see the front from the back. Bring in a little color. And we could even, let me grab my, where is it? I'll use the little one, my little acrylic block here. Whoops, everything's falling on me. Okay. Try and get those a little darker. Okay, good enough. All right. Now we need the numbers in the word with the letter C. So let's do that first because I have an idea for those. And the word I chose for this composition is champion. So I've got all my little letters here. And there we go. Kind of see how much space we're going to need for that. And I'm not sure if I want to go across the top or down the side. I guess probably maybe up around the top. He's the champion. He won the race. Okay, my sleeves are getting in the way. Okay, let's see. Do I want to go down this way? Yeah, I think that, yeah. I'm going to start at the bottom word, though. The bottom letter, and try to get it spaced evenly as best I can. Oh, I need that nozzle now, don't I? I'm just trying to control the amount of glue I use so I don't have a huge mess, guys. So I don't mind the mess on my fingers. Somewhat straight. And the scraps I used for these letters here are when I like faux leather. And I like the texture. You probably can't really see it too well on camera, but it adds some really good texture on there. I thought that would be good. And then with the texture on the grass, I think that helps. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Okay. Oh, we got to use the letters. And then these, I just grabbed some random letters that I had already die cut, and I just got them all the same, which is blue, because I thought there was a little bit of blue in here. And it says numbers, so I have to at least use more than one. But now that I have it on the page, I'm really not liking that shade of blue. So let me grab, let's see. Let me grab my alcohol inks. And we will color those in. And I'm thinking just brown. I'm kind of liking the brown tone on that. So let me grab my napkin here. And I'm just going to color over those with an alcohol marker. Yep. Quick and easy. Okay. Oh, I could hit the tips of those with this alcohol marker too, since it's brown. Okay. All right, let's see how that looks. We're gonna have to go with it regardless. Yeah, I think that stands out much better. Maybe the horse has, what, aren't they assigned a number? Maybe he's number, take the 6 out. I like odd numbers. Let's do 752. That's the horse's number. Okay, let's put that down. Okay. Okay. So what else? Now we got to get our saying in there. So we will ink that up. And find a home for those. Okay. And she's saying wild horses couldn't drag me away from the race. I don't know if I like that there though. Maybe just right up there, huh? Let's do that. I wasn't sure about this, but it ended up being a pretty full page with all the pieces. It filled up the whole thing. Okay. Okay, let's see. Something related to sport. We've got horse racing. Gate or fence. We've got the gate, or the fence, should I say. Line from a song is Wild Horses Couldn't Drag Me Away. Numbers, we've got numbers. I didn't do an old sticky note. Something that starts with the letter C. Champion. That's the champion. You know what? We're just going to leave out the sticky note this time. I usually try my best to incorporate them all, but I really don't see where. And I've already stuck everything down. So the bonus replaces the sticky note. I'm just looking and see if I want to do any splattering or anything. I think I want to darken that little like dirt area a little bit. Let's see if we can get that a little bit darker. Just bring in just a little bit more ink. Okay. All right, I'm good with that. Okay, so I think I'm going to call that one done then. Not too bad. I'm pleased with the outcome. I wasn't sure at first, but I can live with that. Let me trim this down. Okay. All right, guys, so that's going to be a wrap for Marguerite Miller Week 9. Sport, fence, poetry, numbers, something that starts with a C. Okay, and the girl is at the racetrack watching her dad. All right, that's what I got this week. I hope you like the layout. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment or a like, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, you guys, as always, thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.